It's a couple minutes past noon on this Wednesday. Well, afternoon. And we have our good friend Kitty Cat going to be here with us this week to discuss the latest video, the one where I put forth my thoughts on simulation theory. I think is the way that people, is what people call it these days, but it's a very old idea that there's something false about. Oh, good, she's already here. Something false about our reality. That's what I was going to say. Hey, hey,
Hey, how's it
how you
going?
doing?
Oh,
Pretty
I'm
good. How are
okay.
you? Yeah.
I've got a my kid's actually home from school, so I won't be able to stay too long. He's sick.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, I'm sorry. I hope he's
that's
okay.
okay. Oh, he'll be fine.
Hmm.
But yeah, he's just it's going around,
It
Tis the season.
happens. It
Yeah.
sure is.
So let's get into this simulation theory shit. Let's
Yes,
talk
yes,
about
yes.
it.
You have thoughts?
Good one. Good
Hmm.
video.
Thank you.
And I mean, for me, it's so super obvious that simulation theory is obviously just like propaganda, right?
Yeah,
To try conspiracy. But in a way, I was thinking about this. In a way, it's kind of true, but not in the way that it's presented. So and it's been pushed on people, tech, right? Technology and all that. You got people who are literally like sit down and they like on the computer on social media. And have you ever heard of dead internet theory?
yeah,
Yeah. So it's kind of like does give off a sort of a simulation about the real world that's not true. And you're really like poised and stuck in that idea and that mind frame of what the world is like when it's not. You see
right.
what I'm saying? Because you've
Yeah.
also got bots that are propping up these like content creators, especially particularly political ones, and
Oh, I
most
know.
of their audience is bots. They're not real.
Oh,
And
I
so it's
know. I
like
know. I know. I know. Manufactured consent, indeed.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
And it is
Yeah.
like a simulation. Some people just zone because you sit there and you zone out and you don't move, you don't go anywhere. You're literally
Yep.
watching a screen, which is just, it is like zeros and ones. So that is like a kind of like a simulation. But the
Right.
real world exists and you just got to turn it off.
You're
And
right.
you know that the real world exists, but it does give a framework to people who really subscribe to like all the social media and not take into account the fake bots and like yeah the dead internet theory. Yeah,
I
so
know. Yeah.
but of course I know that's not what they're talking about, but it kind of is the same.
No, yeah. Amazes me actually, and I'm probably going to make a video about this specifically coming up soon at some point
Hmm.
about how no, all these ideas seem to converge
Yeah.
on very specific points. The
Hmm.
falseness of reality being one of them. Like, there's a whole lot of stuff that says that right now.
Yeah.
Very popular ideas that it manifests in different ways. If you'll allow me to use that overused word, um, that's one of them, right? Because obviously, if reality isn't really real, then you should be able to make it whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
so yeah, this is a very popular idea overall.
But
And
that's
this is
another thing though is that how popular is it? Like I know some people believe in it, but that's the thing, you can't really trust your senses and your perception of the real world based off
so
the internet,
everywhere. No,
right? And
no,
what
I
you
know, I
see.
know. No,
Yeah.
no, I know. That's what I'm saying. But like, it's in a whole lot of different popular philosophies that are going on right now.
Oh
Is
yeah.
what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah.
They
Oh yeah, yeah,
all.
yeah.
I think simulation theory also excuses laziness. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and
Oh
it
yeah, yeah.
is like one of many philosophies that also inherently contains this idea of everything is okay because all the good people are about to be rewarded soon.
Yeah. I don't know how many people believe that. I think lots of people's morale are down. I don't know
No,
because
no,
like if
I
you need
know, I know.
yeah, but they're really
It's
trying to
hope.
push it. I noticed that they're
Yeah,
really trying to push this. And it's
yeah.
so like, ugh. It's the same thing like with Trump being like, oh yeah, no, the economic, our jobs are going up. It's like complete bullshit lies. And it's like really pushing this idea that of how they want you to see the world. But I mean, and that's why it works in their favor, right? Oh, it's just a
Hmm.
simulation, right? But
Right.
I mean, eventually, like, I don't know how many people are going to really take that in and believe it when they're hungry,
Right. Right.
right? I don't know how successful it's going to be, no matter how hard they try to push it, which they do. They really, like, yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know.
And when it comes to religion, yeah, a lot of religion is kind of like the similarities are so,
Thank you.
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, the similarities, especially with the agnostics. Yeah.
No, yeah. These ideas have
Well,
been, around for a long time.
thank you, Abe Bluer. I think
Yeah,
that's how
right?
you pronounce your name. Um, yeah, with the Gnostics, I don't know how many people understand a lot about the Gnostic religion. Which, yeah, you were saying is competing with Christianity.
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
it's this idea that God, but like it's kind of like a God created, but there's something above that God. I don't know too much
Yes.
about it, but I know
Oh,
the
it gets
very
so
basic.
esoteric, and it's like video game lore where it just goes on and
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. Dilly does it. Video game lore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the whole thing is, and I would love to make a video about this at some point too, but I don't know how much genuine interest there is because the demiurge, right, the evil god who created the world,
Yeah,
he comes from Sophia, the goddess of wisdom, who decided to make something on her own, and that was the crime that caused him to be evil and deformed and whatever. Isn't that scandalous?
super.
The Gnostics' evil god.
Yeah,
The competing form of Christianity. This is from the video that I have up today. If you want to go and like check it out, I'll forgive you. It's about 15
yeah.
minutes long, so
Kind
you
of like
can.
the devil, but
No, no,
it's
it's
kind of
like
like where there's like an oversight by
Hi,
one God,
Luna
but there's
girl.
one, but they tell, but like what is real is not really that. There's something above that that we are not to know because it'll, yeah.
Right.
I
The
guess
God of the
we're
Bible
supposed
is
creatures that are not
actually.
allowed to know about the simulation,
Oh,
right? And
thank
that's
you,
where the
Bluer.
simulation
Awesome.
theory comes up, and
Yeah.
yeah, it connects with the Gnostics, right? Is that's the basic idea of the
Right.
Gnostics.
And like Gnosticism, just not to be pedantic or anything, but this is I think it's interesting too. They are not actually a religion. It's like a completely different approach to the whole thing, where you don't need a priest, which is why they were unpopular
Yeah, yeah,
with the
yeah,
priests.
yeah.
It's about personal knowledge, and experience of things.
Mm.
Yeah. But anyways, so the whole evil God thing, the God of the Bible is evil and not and false and everything. That's the idea. And he was created evil and deformed and whatever because Sophia, the goddess of wisdom, her silly ass decided she was going to go and create something by herself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he's deformed and evil and whatever. And it's like, oh, okay. So I thought for a second we were going to maybe have women with, power and that was going to be cool, but no.
No, again, I gotta stress this. I know it might sound silly, but you have to watch
UPCT
Ergo
cut.
Proxy. It goes into that,
Yes.
the
Okay.
Gnostics,
Cool.
yeah, and how and the people, the entity that's using it to try to exploit what's going on in the world. Like
Mm.
it's got, yeah, so yeah, and the underlying message is that it's never good. Like it's not a good, like, yay for Gnosticism. It's really a critique of it, obviously.
No, yeah, no, I'm not sitting here being like, yay, we should all be Gnostic. No,
No, no,
no.
no. I know you're not. I'm just saying that's don't think of that. Don't think Ergo Proxy's like this big fucking like show trying to promote it. It's not. Right. So that's another.
Okay.
I just want to point that out because
I
that's
would
where
never
I actually
expect
learned
that.
what Gnostic was. I didn't know
Oh,
what it was until that, and I looked it
right.
up, right? Because I was like, because there's lots of Gnostic symbolism and stuff like that, and I heard that there was like similarities, and that's what the whole idea that's being pushed in that society. So I was like, oh, and that's where I learned it, was going out trying to figure out what that was from that show, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Cool.
I never thought of it how it connects to simulation theory until you brought it up. But yeah, it quite.
Yeah, and I think it's just a difference. It's the same idea, different symbolism for different eras.
Yeah,
Uh, and we could go on and on. Like I say, it's one of those things that's just present in a whole lot of different philosophies, and I think it's like symbolically, unconsciously.
postmodernism too,
Yeah, yeah.
where nothing's real, everything's just our
Oh,
perception of it is what
oh my God,
creates it. Yeah, that the material
that's
world doesn't exist. Yeah, very similar sort of ideas with that.
yeah, right. But so that one is, I don't even. That's not a philosophy, okay? And I think I've said this in a video at some point because if nothing is real, then neither is that.
Yeah, well, that's the basic
Like
contradiction of it, isn't it?
it is. I don't engage with postmodernism anymore. That's why. Because it is nothing but thought terminating cliches because it is contradictory in its very foundation.
Oh
You
yeah.
cannot you cannot build anything on a crooked foundation. It's
Well, I
no.
wish I didn't have to always come up to that sort of wall in other people's ideas, where a lot of it
Yeah.
stems from postmodernism, because it's really, I think, important for people to understand dialectical materialism and historical materialism. Like, objective reality exists beyond our perception of it. I'm sorry, it just does. When you die,
Yeah.
the world still goes on. I'm sorry, but like,
Yeah. Oh my
because it's
goodness.
necessary to understand capitalism and
Yeah.
patriarchy from that too, right? Is
Right,
to
right,
understand the
right.
material conditions of people that are not in your face, right? That aren't just standing there, that are across the world but are connected by bigger institutions. You need to have a material, objective understanding of the world, right? And all this simulation theory, all this postmodernism, all this Gnosticism, all of that tries to really swipe that away, tried to make that material reality like conditional, that it's not real, that it's like, perspective, it comes from within, not from without.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Yeah.
You have to the links that people will go to like avoid acknowledging external reality.
I
It's amazing,
yeah.
right?
Oh well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish I would never have to bring it up, but it seems like you know what, talking to people in the real world, yeah, you're right, there's a lot of people that fucking have really just been conditioned to think that way about a
Hmm.
lot of things.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's scary.
right. And I wonder how much of it, listen, talking to you because I don't, I guess, automatically think propaganda. Ooh, but I wonder how much of it is. It's a good point. How much of it is, you know, organic and people actually trying to like process these things, and how much of it is like emotional capture. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think I think it's a lot to do with propaganda. I think it's intentionally put out there and used as a way to get people to think in a particular way about material reality. They don't want
Mhm.
that because then it implicates them who
Yeah,
run
that's
these
true. If the
institutions,
world's not real, then they're not at fault for anything, right?
right? And you don't need to change anything but your perception of it.
Right. And that's on you.
Yeah, on an
Yeah.
individual basis. Well, yeah, this screams capitalism, like all over it. Like, it's just like
Yeah.
I have a
No, and that's what
feeling.
I was thinking about this morning. I was watching something else, but I was thinking
Mhm.
about how, as far as the patriarchal, belief systems would have us believe, the world's only about 6,000 years old. Like they want to erase so much history, right? They're just like, no,
Yeah,
no, 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 nothing happened before ancient Sumeria. We were just living in caves before that. Nothing happened.
right. To get us there, even
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just it just happened. It just happened
yeah.
that way.
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no need to
That
look into any of that.
Yeah, no, just never don't pay mind that that's not important.
Yeah, God created the world in ancient Sumeria, and that's it. That's all that happened.
Yeah. Nothing to see here, people. Moving along.
Right, 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 right. Oh my gosh. Look at that guy. That was shocking to me, actually. The one guy, the one guy with the Russian accent, who was all, "Oh yeah, no, we totally live in a simulation. Definitely, I'm 100% certain about it."
Yeah,
And
I
I'm just
don't.
like,
When Neil deGrasse or whatever is the one who's being like, that's because you know what, Neil, I know that you were all down for the whole trans thing, so like you even have been conditioned into believing that shit, or either that you're
right.
just propagandist. I don't know which one it is, but if it's something you actually truly believe, then you've obviously
No,
ingested it
and
and
see, this is
now are
why.
using it.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you on. This is why like I have to ingest this because it's contradiction in my own beliefs, right? Because as far as I'm concerned, if he's been famous and in the media for however long, then he's a propagandist because they don't let
Yeah,
you on unless
exactly.
you're willing
They don't
to.
let you in. They don't let you have a platform otherwise.
Right, right, right. So, like, obviously, all of the symbolic stuff is emotional capture, and that's really like something I need to,
Yeah,
yeah, take on board, as it were. Shit.
yeah.
I need a pair of scissors. Oh, so I'm so glad you liked the video. Thank you so much.
I loved it.
Yeah,
It really,
awesome.
yeah, like I said, it really connected with the whole Gnosticism and the whole like, yeah, it this story, but like, chainsaw. I'm so happy
What?
you put that in your video. I love
What a dink. If
like
anybody
what?
takes that guy
Tell me you're a loser
seriously.
without telling me you're a loser. Like I'm sorry,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
This is
He's
your
just,
manly man, your masculine, like manly man idol to look up to.
that's
Seriously, guys.
so bizarre is that his $1 trillion is literally just him being the most try hard man that ever lived.
I know. Like he literally would like he goes and plays like games,
Right? And pays people to
whatever.
play video games for him. What is that? He's
Yeah,
a
and
grown
tries to like
man.
be like, hey kids,
Isn't he older
you
than
know that
me?
meme?
Hey, Red.
Oh, that's okay.
Isn't
That's okay.
isn't
We
Elon
were just
Musk older than me? I don't
I
know.
don't
Can you
know.
look that up?
He's had a hair transplant. He's supposed to he would be bald. I
Yeah.
don't know.
No,
It's hard to say
I don't give a
because he
shit about
acts like
that.
he's like I don't know 14.
No, I know. And it pisses me
So
off when, people who at this point, I'm not the baby in the room anymore. If you're older than me, you should be a grown up,
yeah, right. Well, that's the thing. Like these people, you have to remember. Like people like to
Mm.
bring up Elon Musk and be like, "Oh, and the inventor of this, inventor." No, he's not. He was a nepo baby who invested money.
Yeah.
He doesn't know shit. He's an idiot. It's easy to be on top when you were born on top. His
Right.
parents owned an emerald mine in South Africa. Like, come
Speaking of
on.
which, I randomly ran across a comment under a video this morning being like, and tell everyone there's no white apartheid or white genocide in South Africa. And I was like, that's
Yeah.
what's up.
The whole white genocide of South Africa. It's so funny. I've met people who believe that shit.
I've not
What do you
talked
say
to
to people
anyone
like that?
who I know of. Nothing. I don't not talk to anyone that I know of who believes that, but I wager there are people around here who do because it's very conservative around here, very white friendly around here.
Well, the people that I've met were due to like some of the organizing with radical feminists and a lot of fucking the right wing infused in that movement, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like how are you just because it's so simple, you're just going along with right wing talking points now because of the right wing capture of the whole transgender debate and then the fact that what's the radical feminists getting platformed are obviously propagandists. That's why they're being platformed,
yeah,
and you're just not gonna think. You're not going to critically think. You're going to go along, well, they were right, so I guess they're right about everything. And so everything the left does now is wrong. That's like this, no thoughts, empty head.
Right, I guess they were thinking in the first place. Right? Must have been
Yeah,
reactionary to begin
definitely,
with.
definitely. I've had to really just be like, take
Mhm.
myself out of that sort of like movement, not because I don't still believe in material reality and radical feminism, but it's been overly captured now,
Right.
and I'm disgusted with a lot of the people that are in those circles at this point. So many of
Yep.
them.
Yep. Same.
Very
Exactly.
disappointing.
Very well put.
But yeah, it, again, propaganda is a bitch, man. And that's one of the things I've always said to people too. I'm like, don't think you're above understanding or seeing the propaganda. You really have to be on your guard with that. And like, you would, I don't like white genocide now. We're going to be advocating that there's a white genocide in South Africa. Are you
Right.
kidding
And some of the ones who are principled feminists are leaving, like Angela Black. Yeah, I've heard that. I may have heard that here a
Yeah,
while ago. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I believe it because it's disgusting. It's just because you can't work with these people because like their whole foundation has now been corrupted. Like you're just doing this. You're just in and out for selfish gains at this
Well,
point.
like a lot of them, okay, the right wing, at least here in the States, I don't know about anywhere else, is at this point overtly racist. Yeah? How
Oh,
exactly?
yeah.
But riddle me this. Leaving aside the fact that being racist is some sort of evil mind virus, I don't understand. But leaving that aside, it does not match with material like radical feminism. Like if you're supposed to be over here being like, no, men are men and women are women because biological material reality, and on the other hand, you're like, no, brown people are inferior because reasons.
Melanin somehow makes you like innately worse of a
Stupid.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what?
make you stupid. Like that makes
What?
exactly, exactly,
those two
exactly.
things don't go
And
together. So you don't even have to be like anti-racist. You just have to be consistent.
yeah, which actually
Um,
leads you to being anti-racist.
I mean, it does because, in my opinion, being anti-racist is the correct decision. But um, like I say,
Yeah,
you don't even have
it's
to be
the right
ethically.
balance. It's weird.
You don't even have to moralize about it. It's just logically inconsistent.
See, I don't go based on my feelings of moral efficacy or whatever.
Hmm.
I go based on facts. Like, and the if this was innately true and there was some sort of truth to it, I would have to be like, it's some sort of truth. There's
Okay,
not. There's
but
not.
still wouldn't
And
make them
every
inferior
motivation,
somehow. I'm sorry.
yeah, every motivation should tell of the whole idea of race in itself obviously adheres to imperialism. Are you
Yeah,
for like,
right.
and by then like
And that's
that same thing that's oppressing you, the patriarchy, is the same is the same group oppressing through imperialism, and
yeah,
which creates racism, the need to be able to have an excuse to take someone else's belongings, their land, and remove them.
right. It really doesn't
You
matter
can
what the
make up
difference is. You
stories.
don't have the right to do that. Like
You
that's
don't have the right to do that, and it's not even you who benefits because you're also are the one, like, you're not them. Stop identifying with like the elite class. They're not going to give you anything. Like you're just you're a dumbass. You're a sheep.
See, actually, I wonder, and I've been thinking about this actually for a few days anyway, because I'm writing a book set in the Victorian period, and it's so much more obvious from that vantage point because it's been less alienated, right? But we all do actually benefit from these things, and I think that's part of the reason it's difficult to just rise up and tear it down. Because, like you say, if
Yeah, I
people were
know.
hungry,
Yeah. Well, that's the point. I myself, I have a very privileged
mm,
position, and on a global
mm,
scale, if you look at
right,
it, I
right,
am. But I don't like to be told what to do. I'm told how to think, and told that my existence is dependent on me stepping on other people's backs for it, because it doesn't have to be that way.
No, I know.
Like, because you are born forced in a position to exploit other people. I was never asked if I wanted to exploit people.
Right.
I'm being forced to,
Right.
because there's that link, and I
Right.
don't like to be forced to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially that. I'm sorry, I kind of want to
Right.
keep my humanity intact. Like,
Right.
it's
Right. Right.
natural
Right.
having like empathy for other people. We're social creatures. We are like, it's ingrained in us
Yep.
innately to help other people, because it helps keep the social cohesion and helps to have more hands on deck for the external environment that may come at us, that may harm us and our ability to like thrive. So
It's just
it's
how it
super
works. Yeah.
unnatural to be. Yeah, so that's why they have to keep on forcing with through propaganda, or else it would convert back to that needing to help, because it's a natural disposition that people have. So that's why it's constantly needing to be driven and always put out there. It's
Yeah.
not natural. So, but people, they know how to use propaganda. They've done experiments on like human behaviorism for how long now? They have a good understanding on how it works. I don't think many people
Yeah.
do. Operant conditioning's a bitch.
Right. No, and I was literally just watching something. Somebody was saying, "Oh no, but that old line about how people in charge are just too silly to possibly have any kind of grand conspiracy." And I'm just sitting here going, "But it's in the news now. How can you
It's
still be saying
common
these things?"
sense. It's
It
common
is.
sense
It is.
that
They have
people
the same goals.
who are in this same class, who have money, who know each other because they run in the same circles, go into the
Hmm.
same country clubs, that they're going to
The
talk to each
same
other about
schools.
keeping their power. Obviously, they're not just going to
Right.
let it go by chance.
Yeah, no,
That's
they
not
meet
how
as
you
kids at
maintain the power.
school. They meet each other at kids at school.
Yeah.
As kids, yeah.
You think people with power aren't going to like try to maintain that power and that status? They're just going to let it fall to the wayside, or just let
Yeah.
throw it out there, see how it goes? No, they're going to try to keep and maintain that power,
Right.
because they gain everything from it,
Well, they're patriarchs, so it's a noble inheritance.
right? Well, it's divine right of kings. They believe that
Right.
they're gods, basically.
Right. Right.
And that's like really a power hungry sort of position to have. Like, that's got to be addictive. So to think that they're not going to conspire together is ridiculous. It's not. It's
It
dumb.
also completely warps you the mind, I think.
Exactly. It makes you sociopathic because you've distanced
Mhm.
yourself from the rest of humanity.
Oh
You've got
yeah.
like now you have a superiority complex about you, because you've literally disassociated from the rest of humanity and only
Right.
cling to the group of elites, right?
They're completely delusional.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
And so to think that it's the opposite way, that's you think that this is crazy? No, that's common sense. Like, if you know anything about human beings at all,
Hmm.
what's more ridiculous and absurd is the fact that they don't. Why would why wouldn't they? Of course they would.
Right. Right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the man is your friend, right?
Yeah.
We're all, I don't know. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I did not sleep well last
Yeah, me
night.
too. But these kind of discussions always get me all hyped up. I was so tired when I came on.
Yeah. These same sociopathic men have
Well,
developed most
yeah,
of the
definitely,
AI
Scott.
apps. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, because they want a bunch of tools that work, that can be exploited, that don't ask for anything in return. That's what AI is. Because that's what they see us as. We're just working tools, but we're made of flesh and blood and human beings, and we want holidays, we want pay for our labor. We don't want to we need to sleep, we need to eat, we need to be sustained in that way. AI doesn't. AI is easier. Automation's easier. So they want to move to that position. They want to move that society into AI and automation, and then we can just basically go to hell. It'll die off. They don't care. We're just tools. We're not actual beings. We're just, for them, we exist to prop them up. And if computers don't complain, they don't
Or
demand anything, right?
right. And
So
I think there's a whole lot to learn from the Industrial Revolution here. you know?
Yeah.
They really do. It's like they want to pull that same trick again, you know?
Also, Scott, they also are jealous of the fact that we give life. They want to be God, so they want to be able to,
Right.
give life. They don't want us because in their minds they're gods. But that kind of contradicts it that if they don't have the ability to produce an existence, right? Women
Yep.
do because we reproduce. So they really hate that. It really grinds their gears. That's why you have all of this reproductive technology out there trying to make it so that to take away any sort of control that women have and like have like test tube babies, being
Right.
like constructed, kind of created on assembly line kind of a thing. That's what they
Right.
would love.
And I think that's why, like, simulation theory and Gnosticism and whatever, I think that same idea, the idea of a false reality, hits a nerve because they keep on taking things from us and
Yes,
selling it back to us as a synthetic version of itself.
because so that they could be the gods of that creation. Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
want us to have it. It's the
Right.
same idea with like with the goddess, and then
Hmm.
yeah, and then being like, it's just a bunch of jealous sociopathic men.
Yeah.
That's it. That's as simple as that.
I loved that video where I took the bit about the warlords ripping through Europe and West and they kept on going, or whatever she
Yep.
says. I loved that video so much. I even shared it as a community post because that one is just
Yeah.
so, mwah. Did you see that
Mwah.
one?
Yeah. That is a good one, right? It's just like,
Mm.
yeah,
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes. And then she talks about Maria Gimbutas, which always makes me happy. I love her. Uh,
yeah.
uh,
I hope it does well though, because I think that was a really good video.
yeah, thank you. I was
To see
hoping
what
to
else you have up your
hear
sleeve.
from Jay. He's supposed to be putting some money behind it, and I called him, but before it went up, and he's like, "I'll get you, when I'm out of my meeting," and I haven't heard from him, so I'm gonna have to pester him this afternoon. 'Cause I finally have a
The
budget.
eye roll says it
I
all.
finally have a budget though, so that's
Yeah.
exciting. For
Yeah, it is exciting.
yeah, that 6 months of that, I might actually have something. What's
Oh,
up, honey?
I'm gonna have. Oh,
What size? Just Cole wear? Extra large, I guess. Yeah. All right.
anyways,
What were you saying?
so this week has been interesting
Oh.
with all the terrorist shit going on in the.
Oh.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
Australia, Brown's University, like
Yeah.
the false flags. It's there is these people are become so incompetent because they've been in power for so long that they're putting this shit out, and it's so obvious. I don't know. That's what it seems to mean. Anyways,
Really?
like
I really didn't look
yeah,
into
like
them.
the
It's so
first thing that they
awful.
with the Bondi Beach incident, the first thing they were like, okay, even the Australian government's like, this seems like a false flag. Even their government, because they, yeah, well, for one, straight away, what happened was Benjamin Netanyahu got up right after it happened, like right away, and was like, "See, this is what happens. This is what happens." But by you declaring that Palestine should be, its own state or whatever, and we told you, we warned you that they were going to go after, the anti-Semitism. They're going to go after all the Jews, and
Right.
they're like, and a heroic Jewish man had to stop it, right? Because your police were anywhere. The guy was shooting for 20 minutes. The
Oh,
police were
go
at
for
the
it.
same block just down the road, like just a block away. 20 minutes, nothing. Guy shot and kills a bunch of people. And you know who stopped him? A Muslim man. But they were trying to claim that it was a Jewish guy who was brave and like stopped it. It wasn't. It was a Muslim man.
Right.
And that's the same thing they're trying to push out in the States. Not to mention the spike on the searches of the guy's name went up significantly. The terrorist, whatever, quote unquote, terrorist name went up significantly searched on in Israel. And that's what happens when military personnel want to know if the public, if the plan has gone through, and that the situation has in the public now, in the public knowledge, is to look on public website. You have to search it through Google to see what the public sees. And so there's nobody's searching. All of a sudden, there's a big spike a day before that you can see off the charts. Yeah. The fact that they've like come out like not even like straight away before anybody talking about, oh, this is like your fault for like, and creating that narrative. It's so obvious. So obvious. And it's just, yeah, it's just, it's like the same sort of idea that uh Venezuelan boat is because, try to keep the drugs out of America. They're just fishermen. You want Venezuela because it's sitting on the biggest, like, is the biggest producer of oil. They've got oil even more than in Saudi Arabia. There's more oil in Venezuela,
Lovely.
right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
it's been
heard
such a
something
crazy
about that
week.
too. Yeah, no, I mean, I
Yeah,
did hear about all this, and I'm sure you know more about it than I do.
yeah. I just wanted
Because,
to rant for a sec, like, just
oh
because it was
yeah,
like, holy shit. It's like they're not even trying to hide it anymore. They're just saying things, but they don't even care if it sticks. They're just doing it anyways. And
right.
yeah, it's just a little scary out there right now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's just nothing new. You know,
No, I know. It's just that it's getting worse.
bizarre how it's nothing new. Actually, you know
Yeah.
what? I'll tell you, the new thing is the apparent, like the White House ballroom. I saw somebody make a compelling argument that it's actually a ballroom on top of a data center.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that makes a hell of a lot of sense.
thought you'd like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they need the space. They need it, right? It takes up a lot of space to do all that shit,
Right,
collect
no,
all
but
that
she
shit.
had like looked up the different contractors and stuff
Yeah.
and really and the different donators, and really how
Yeah.
come there's no like Swarovski for chandeliers? How come there's no Hermes? How come there's no this luxury thing and that luxury thing? No, it's all these
It's just a front.
heavy
Yeah.
it's all these heavy duty contractors that are famous for building data centers and like
Well, it's the same
uh
thing with and they're very mafia linked, right? Same thing that mafia has when they have like restaurants or whatever. It's a fake company, right? It's like same thing,
right. And
yeah, which
we're
makes sense because
surprised
it's
that
pretty much the mafia running shit.
yeah. Yeah, and the same person was also the one person who said that Donald Trump is obviously actually not in charge of any of this because he's been gone for a while.
Of course not. He's just the showman. He's just there to get
Right.
it like to go along,
He's the face.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
He's the
I'm
show
sure he
pony.
doesn't mind any of this stuff
No, he
because, oh
doesn't mind at all.
no.
He's getting paid. He doesn't
Yeah.
mind at all. He loves
Yeah.
it. He loves the spotlight.
Right. And like, oh no, not mafia corruption. I'm sure he's not ever done anything like that before. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
oh my
I
goodness.
can't stay for very long though. I'm
Right.
gonna
Yeah,
have
you
to go.
said. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I
Yeah.
can,
But I'm glad I was able to stay awake, watch it, and actually come
yes,
and join
thank you
you
so
because it
much.
was really great. I love it. So
Thank
if
you
you
so much.
anytime you want me back on to talk about your videos afterwards, I'd be happy. I'd be down because it's
Okay.
fun to like bounce off each other, right?
Well, you have a Merry Christmas, I guess, and we will touch
Yeah.
base after Christmas. I'll email you or something. Like, be
Yeah.
thinking about.
Sounds good.
Do you want to do more readings? Are you still
We could do more readings. We can figure that out and figure out times
okay?
for that. Or if you want to
Okay.
put out more videos first, I can
Yeah,
always
I'm
watch them and then come on, and then
gonna be
we'll
doing
figure that
both.
out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
well, sounds good to
doing.
me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So be thinking about what
Oh,
it is that you want to read. Then I guess.
yeah, maybe what was that techno feudalism or whatever? I think that's one that might be interesting. I'll see if I can grab
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
All right. Merry Christmas, everybody. And Scott, whoever
Yeah.
else might be here. Belle, all of y'all, Red. Bye.
Bye, honey. Have a good holiday.
You too.
Thanks. Bye. I'm sticking around though. Um, guys. Hey, you still have me here, and we're supposed to have. I guess I'm gonna take these off. We're supposed to have my daughter on in about 20 minutes. I did not realize that Kitty was going to leave us quite so soon, but that's okay. Uh, Hang on a second. Just gonna close the door. So, mm, yeah, I am so tired, and I do apologize if I am a little loopy. So, Val, how have you been? It's been a while since we've seen you. Um, yeah, Scott, Trump has become too like I think he was too senile before he was elected. I think that's what we're dealing with here. I think he's been demented for some time. That's just my observation. My opinion. Like, Belle, are you still a barista? Right? You were working in a coffee shop, weren't you? Last time we talked? I am to pay for my groceries at the town and country. What is that? Is it the name of the store? My thesis was accepted like a fortnight ago, so I've just been chilling since then, and it's been amazing. Oh, that is amazing. Congratulations. What does that mean? Does that mean you're going to get your degree? Still working at the Chippy. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. And you're still happy with that, I guess. That's awesome. They tip well? But now that school's done, I have the free headspace to start thinking about bigger career stuff. Yeah, definitely getting a PhD now. Awesome. That's awesome. And so, bigger career stuff. Oh my goodness, then a PhD? What a problem to have, right? No, we don't do tips in the UK. Oh, right on. At least not anywhere near as much as in the US. Oh, right on. Okay. So they don't tip well. But you don't want them anyway, right? So. Excuse me. I think I'm coming down with something new. I actually quit smoking back in April, and I'm really, really happy with that decision. But alas, I have a chest cold all the same at the moment, but it's a fine enough job. I'm liked by my coworkers, life is grand. That's awesome. That is good news. How things been with you? Whoa, what? Congrats. What? Me? Did I say something? Oh dear. Like I say, I'm loopy today. Did I say something that um oh, quitting smoking. Yeah, right. Thank you. Yeah. Psychological, not time to see. Hope all is well. Oh, hey man. Yeah, thank you. I said I don't think about it a whole lot. I remember you big plans. How's it going? Yeah, I do have the patch that I wear. I'm still on them, but you know that was 8 months ago. Oh, you can see I'm loopy today. That was awful. Anyways, because I really just mentioned that as an aside to excuse my coughing. I still have a chest cold, alas. But it saves a lot of money as well, right? Yeah, yeah. It all got eaten up. That's what I was thinking I was gonna say. Is that I'm gonna have to go and get like a part-time job because it all got eaten up by inflation, which I'm pretty sure is not all inflation. They're so expensive. Yeah, no, yeah. My boss had me pick up cigarettes for him from the duty free when I went on holiday. First time I ever bought cigarettes in my life. Holy, they're so expensive. Yeah, yeah. It's been a fun year financially because Uh, it hasn't been a fun year financially at all for anyone, I don't think, except, a select few. Like Kat and I were talking about earlier. um, you know, prices have gone up by like a third overall, I would say. 16 to 18 pounds for 20 cigarettes. Oh, wow. No, they're nowhere near as expensive as that here. $5 to $10, which even with the exchange rate, I don't think that's quite as much. But it really doesn't matter. That's not why I did it. Like I just got tired of coughing, and I don't know. I feel like I told the story before. Maybe you weren't here that day. Done. On to Costco. Rock and roll, Scott. Wow, ours is heavily taxed. Right, right. I know they raise prices a lot in a lot of places by doing that. This is Tennessee, and no one gives a shit about your health. That's not true. They have decent health care here for kids. Uh, for kids especially. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like perpetually 1997 around here. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, the cost is not really why I did it anyway. So they could be a nickel. Give me extra 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes, girlfriend. I don't know if you have me on in there, but you got 10 minutes. Um, I hope she knows I can't text her back. So did you say you've got a part-time job? I'm gonna have to get one. Yeah, yeah. Just to scrape things together. Also, we're carrying a lot here at the house right now. We got big kids, little kids, lots of kids. So heading for the bus. Be safe, Scott. And yeah, what with things going up like they have, it's just turned into something of a bottleneck. So just gonna try and get through that really. And hopefully, like I say, we're gonna have some help here with the channel, pushing out the videos. Um, we finally have a budget for that. So I'm hoping in a few months that's going to pick up. And if anybody really did like the video, I hope you'll share it around to anybody else who you think might enjoy it. Because I think, discussing the larger patterns of what is going on is really important to bring these things up to the full level of full consciousness so that we can actually look at them and maybe change them. Yeah, but I might be moving back to England for a couple of years in 2026. Oh, yeah, why's that? We had Grofel. Grofel? What's that? Because there's a program that trains new high school teachers for free, but it only runs in England. Oh, that is cool. Is that what you want to do? Is that the bigger career plans you alluded to earlier? Hmm. There's Ethel in Northern Ireland, huh? I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. My husband was just saying last night that he hopes our kids grow up and move away from here, someplace where they can get a promotion and have some financial opportunity. Teaching is something I'm considering, although to be honest, the whole trans groomer panic at the moment is making me a little pessimistic about that as a future. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I'm sorry. The idea that the social climate would make you have to reconsider, your job prospects, that sucks. The degree conversion. My friend is currently doing it for primary age. Hmm. Like, there's so many folks who basically talk as if a trans person being about kids, period, is a kind of abuse. Which is absurd. Oh, yeah. Big plans wishes you luck. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Good luck. And, maybe, I'm sure the cloud has a silver lining somewhere. You'll end up somewhere else that you love. I'm also considering a conversion for psychology, actually, and retraining as a psychotherapist. I think you were talking about that before. That could be super interesting, right? I'm going to need to pull a chair in here for her. So I hope that wouldn't get completely automated by AI in the future. I personally do not believe that it will because AI does not have feelings. How exactly is it meant to understand and help you heal your feelings? That doesn't make any sense. How are things currently going for me? Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Like I was saying, financially we're in kind of a bottleneck right now, and I'm gonna go have to get a part-time job. But other than that, oh shit! Did I remember to actually bring the cardboard thing in here? No, I did not. But I finished getting chapter 9 put together yesterday, and I'm pretty pleased with that. Moving on to chapter 10, and I have it all part 2 of the book laid out on a story on a poster board, and I left it in the kitchen. I gotta go get it. I was gonna show it to you guys. Sort of tangential to what was raised in the video. As time goes on, I see more and more of those AI psychosis stories. It's so disturbing. Yeah, no, I think it's directly related, actually. And that was just one of many branches that I think goes off from this topic. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I think it's all, humanity's sort of reaction to this artificial world that we're living in. Like, sincerely, I don't mean it sounds so dramatic. Congrats on finishing chapter 9. Thank you. Yeah, let me go get my storyboard so I can show you guys. Hang on. Okay. So, I'm becoming more and more Luddite by the day. Right, yeah. Yeah, because it's probably so much easier to think that reality is a simulation when you're used to forming close emotional connections with literally a simulated person in your phone. And I don't think you're alone in that. Maybe it's my algorithm, but I'm seeing that from a lot of different looking people, different seeming people. Anyways, yeah. So this is part 2. 5 chapters all laid out, scene by scene, right? And I just finished up chapter 9. So I'm going to begin on chapter 10, I guess. I get to write a Christmas sequence over Christmas break. It's great. I'm going to be totally Christmased out by January. Okay, at the bus stop now to catch the bus up to Costco. I hope you have a safe trip up to Costco. So yeah, I'm just so real excited with how well that's going. I have it all laid out, and things quite never go to plan, but it feels really good to have a plan. Yeah, nice firm, outline. I know exactly what I want. That's a cool way to conceptualize, plan a novel. Yeah, Well, and and I have also my notebook, and I've been doing this all along, right? But like I had the post-its up on the wall out in the shed, and then it got cold, so I had to come inside for the winter, and I was really gonna miss my storyboards, so I had to make my little portable one here. Um, but I also have, where is it? This, which is the scene and what it is and why it's there, basically, and they all have an entry on that, right? Um, and that's as far as that's the end of part 2, right? No saggy middles for us. Um, and then each scene has a page back near the beginning where it has like an outline of what is supposed to happen and some dialogue, maybe. Mm. You see the bus. That's great. Um, and then there's the segments back here on the different characters and their different relationships and stuff, world building and etc. You know. So I do have the notebook as well that I absolutely live in. But yeah, the storyboard is very helpful to like see the bigger picture. Uh, oh, it is. It is time. I was thinking we could wheel in the big tall back chair from in the living room so you'd have something to sit on.
Oh, I can just bring my chair in.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
Because wheeling that thing sounds like that.
Whatever you want to do, honey. Jamie is here. She's going to sit down with us and give us her thoughts on simulation theory. Okay, on the bus now. Thank you for being my bus riding and shopping companion. Not a problem, man. Not a problem. Oh, where did you get that from?
I finally figured out what I was trying to say the other day about the music part in the video, but I'll explain that later.
Okay, let me scoot in because
Yes.
you need to get in this. I don't know. Maybe I can scoot this back. Maybe that would help.
How soft my hair got. I finally started leaving it alone.
Oh yeah, nice.
Maybe I shouldn't dye my hair for my birthday.
What color were you gonna do it?
Blue. I might just put a super dark blue over it because you can see the black has faded.
Yeah.
But it'll just be like a dark semi, so it's just like color conditioner. It'll cancel out all the red and like a little purple.
Yeah, it could be pretty.
Oh yeah. I'm so excited. Are we rewatching the video?
We can if you want.
I love the video.
So you want to sit here and react to it on the computer? Is that what you want to do?
It's so goofy.
I wonder. It's so goofy.
Yeah, like the dude.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, with the circus music underneath him. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Kat said she liked that music too. Oh, message held for review. What's that? Oh, you're both brunettes. Yes, Scott. That's true. Why would it hold that for? Scott's very detail oriented.
I don't know why they hold that comment.
I don't know why they hold that comment either.
He catches. He says a detail.
Yeah. Oh, he does that all the time.
Well, yeah, I'm saying.
So I don't know. Okay, and if we want to talk about, we'll just pause it. Yeah.
I love all the Matrix references.
Hello and welcome to this exploration of
Gabriel hasn't seen it. I'm making him watch it.
Oh, good. Between fascists in the White House and AI and everything, it's easy to see why simulation theory is having a moment.
It's not the overnight sensation that it appears to be, and it might be more true than you think.
That's
But
funny.
let's start with the clear definition.
Do you want to know what it is? In the future, it might become possible to simulate entire universes.
Did you turn the fan down a
But
click?
if this is an option, how can we know that it's not already
I don't know if they can hear this or not.
What if we
Can you guys
are
hear
not
this? We're rewatching
creators,
the video.
but creations? Is it possible that we are not real and we don't even know it? Why do you think we might be living in a simulation?
I love how. What's his name?
This is Nick Bostrom.
No,
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
the narrator.
Yeah.
I love how he really does not care. He's just getting paid to be there because he's like, what is this bullshit?
Futurist, and apparently the guy who got really high in college and saw the Matrix and thought, but what if that? Ground zero for anybody
And it's
giving this
just a
any real
regular
serious
Middle
credence
school girl
in
sleepover
science.
topic.
He wrote a paper on it back in 2003.
The simulation argument tries to show that one of three propositions is true.
But it's the simulation argument.
Yeah, no,
It's
right?
not a theory like the theory of gravity or the theory of evolution. It's a thought experiment, like the trolley problem.
A philosophical thought experiment will construct a situation, often a completely ludicrous one, and presents abstract questions of morality. What makes it a thought experiment rather than simply maths homework is that the answer is something we do not have sufficient methods to determine yet, leaving a fascinating question, or the answer will appear as a probability for us to ponder the significance of. That brings us to today's topic. It's a scientific thought experiment that we have an answer for. The answer exists.
Because I feel like it's mostly men that love this idea. The men who love this idea.
See, I love seeing men like
an information hazard,
discovering
an idea
shit
dangerous
that
to your
you're
well-being simply by knowing it.
thought about
So
since
proceed at your own
consciousness,
peril.
like how
Okay,
other people
Simon is
feel.
entertaining and all, but let's hear Nick
Yeah.
explain it.
Wow.
No,
in his own
this is
words.
rationalizing why other people don't feel anything.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
So let's first look at what the conclusion is, and then we can see how we get there.
Well, I don't think he has thought it through that far.
3 assumptions, which, if false,
I want to know the people in his life
logically live
who
in a
have enabled
simulation.
his
We all know
like
how
this
well
enough for him
reality
to be
is
on a
collapsed,
fucking
right?
interview
Okay,
about this
so here we
shit.
go.
Yeah.
So
No,
the
he's done
conclusion
whole
is that
talk.
He
either
has not said
almost
no.
all civilizations in our
Right.
current stage of
Like, I love when the
technological
music
development
pushes it further that he's
go
literally just
extinct
babbling
before they
like a
become
baby.
technologically mature. So that's like one alternative, right?
It's,
We
I
are
don't know.
asked to assume
Reminds me
that
of Owen.
either
Pretty
these
young.
people cannot
And he
create
just babbled like,
simulation.
yeah, what else?
The second
Daddy?
is that
Like,
civilizations that do become technologically mature, there is a very strong convergence. They all lose interest in creating
I love how he
a
makes
certain
that
kind
sound
of
so
computer simulation. I
unlikely.
call them ancestor simulations.
That
This would be
everyone would lose interest in that.
so many
simulations
words,
of
but
people
nothing.
with a
I
kind of
don't-
experience.
A math
that the
expert
historical
proved the
forebears
whole
has.
simulation theory
Future people will
wrong.
not want to create a
Right on.
simulation.
Which one? Do you remember?
Or
So that's the second alternative. And then the third alternative is that
Proving
we
it
are
wrong.
almost certainly living in a computer simulation.
future people definitely will create a simulation.
He's definitely made a
If they
video
can
about
and they want
The
to,
Nick
then they
guy.
definitely will.
Logically, I feel like I
Probably
did.
already
I don't
living
know.
in one.
No, I'm saying
Right,
he
Nick?
probably made a video on the
that's the
math
kind
guy.
of conclusion.
Maybe.
Now, how does one get to that?
He doesn't do a lot of stuff. You see why.
The guy who wrote the paper on this is at
Mine
explaining
have a
it.
very bad habit of going
And
off
see
on
what
wild
sort of
extreme
word
tangents,
salad we
fly
are
off the
actually
rail
dealing
into
with
total
here.
Delulu land.
Suppose that
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say women
the
don't
first
do
of
that,
these
but
alternatives.
But
there's a
does not
special flavor.
Okay.
men claim to not.
Then let's suppose that the
What
second
I
alternative is
especially
also
hate, like-
false. Conditional.
That's
on
true. I
that,
mean,
if almost all people with our experiences is
All
simulated,
of, like,
it might just be my biased perspective, but every man in the world I've met, I swear, he thinks he's the most rational being that ever lived.
No one gives a rat's ass
No.
about simulating anything anywhere. Is
well,
that
so that's the second, right? I mean, so if
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, he's so bad at
They just take it
explaining
so
I
for
think even
granted.
Neil deGrasse
Yeah.
Tyson zoned out there for a minute.
We
So
saw
how
Skidmore
likely
the
is
other
this
day. I can't
really?
remember what happened, but all I remember he's like, "You want a girlfriend so
is only
bad."
the consciousness of our virtual humans. Our
I felt
subjects
kind of
just
bad.
need to think
I can't remember if we were
simulation is
watching the UFC
Because-
fights or what.
We are assuming that eventually we will create a computer that can simulate consciousness in the first place. But we don't even really know what consciousness is.
Word.
Assumption 1. It's possible.
Isn't that like the whole point of?
Chris put up
What
5
was that one
subjects instead of
dude? We
3
learned
because
that
they
in
wanted
psychology
to
class.
address
But
that.
that was his whole shtick, is trying to figure out what
probably
consciousness
the
was.
unbreakable barrier.
It's
If you count
some
every interaction between synapses as
old
one
white
operation,
dude,
your brain runs at about 10 to the power
probably
of
stole the
17.
thoughts from his
For
wife or
100
whatever.
Oh my gosh.
billion operations per second. Let's generously assume we need 10 to the power of 20 operations to simulate 1 second of human consciousness.
You know, obviously someday future people will figure that out. For argument's sake.
But we don't want to simulate just one human. We want to simulate all of
See,
human
but
history
then, like, that
at
doesn't
once,
even make
so we can
sense. Why would
skip
they
around.
come back?
Let's say we
Or
want to
like,
simulate 200 billion
why would we
humans
be in
with
a
an average lifespan of
simulation?
50
Why,
years.
if the future
1 year
people
has
make the
30 million
things,
seconds
how
times
would
50
we
years.
doing the?
Because they wanted to simulate the past. Ancestor simulations. He said it himself. That's okay. These assumptions are doing a whole lot of heavy lifting. You have to grant him a lot in order to get. No, that's what I'm getting at here.
A computer like this is just impossible.
Like it.
You have to assume that it isn't
Because in the
impossible.
Matrix,
Isn't that
what
like
we thought
a?
was real was actually a
It's
computer
like a repeating
simulation
decimal.
put into our brain by
Because
aliens.
well,
And so
if
reality as we
we
knew
go to
it
the future,
was all wrong.
we're an ancestor
Is
one. We're
that
still eventually
possible?
gonna reach that point
Well,
where
the
we make a
answer is probably
simulation,
no.
and then they're gonna do
But
that,
for a
and then
very
they're gonna do
sophisticated
that, and
reason.
they're gonna do that because it's
Life
just repeating.
Yeah, it's an
quantum
infinite
mechanical.
regression.
Yeah.
Life
Yeah.
is not based
So
on
at what
zeros and
point
ones.
does
Zeros and
the
ones.
original first,
Photosynthesis, for example,
I
is a
guess,
quantum
group
mechanical process.
who
It is the basis
like
of
made the
all
first simulation?
life
At what point
on the earth.
does
But we
their
still don't know
stuff
quite how it
crash, or
works.
do they go under?
A
And
flower
like every
can do calculations
would we
that
just
are
Like a
most advanced
pyramid, just
quantum computers
Yeah.
cannot. Mother Nature is still smarter than us.
I don't
So in
think he
other
got
words,
that.
chances are
No, I
we
don't
do
think he
not
did
live
either.
in a computer
But again, that's
simulation. Sorry
assuming
about that.
that they would
Then why
all
does
be the
this idea
same.
seem to have such pull for
They
so
might,
many
I feel like
people?
they would
Does
maybe
it
have like
matter?
some different
Like, even if
outcomes,
we
but they're
are
still
living in
going
a
to have the
simulation, it's
same
kind of like
type
that
of
Matrix thing.
technological
If you're living in the
advancements.
Matrix, does it
But you have to
actually
assume everything.
matter?
Right.
Feel it. Nobody talks about waking up in the Matrix and then still having to deal and live inside the
Like,
Matrix,
girl,
while
what are you
believing and
talking
knowing
about?
that all of it is fake. When you go to work.
How do y'all deal with waking up?
No, the
knowing
part that
that
scares me
all these
about this is she
participate?
looks
This
like
is a
she's in
game. You
scrubs.
still have to
She's have to go to
participate in the
work
game.
When you go to
at a
church.
fucking hospital
Like,
thinking she's
no
in a
one to live, and
simulation.
I don't
That
think
sounds like
as a
sleep
people, as a
deprivation.
human, I don't think we could continue to live like this.
When you pay your tax.
Like the mass levels of psychosis.
I don't want you to not pay your
Footage continues
taxes.
to
I need
spark
a job.
debate and amazement online. But what's supposed from I'm tripping.
There are human beings.
What if she was listening to her music and she was hitting a jig real quick?
They don't actually exist.
Maybe her underwear was stuck up her butt crack. Like, we don't know.
Why are we video
NPCs,
recording
this is such a
random
dangerous
people?
idea.
No, and I feel like I didn't deliver that line with the punch that I should have. Tell me you played too many video games growing up.
No, literally. Like,
That's such an absurd, ridiculous, horrifying idea. You actually are entertaining the thought there are a bunch of zombies out there walking around.
this is kind of unrelated, but that made me think about how terrified I am. There's probably video cam footage of me somewhere out there crying to a police officer after getting hit and crawling into the road and asking for a hug because I totally did just have a seizure. And he's like, no. Like, he would not give me a hug. I think I got.
I don't think they're allowed to. You know, like.
I don't know. The old lady who stopped, she gave me a hug.
Yeah, well, she's not a cop.
Oh my God, shut up, Miss Heather. She told me go get my shit out of the car. She knew what was up. Cause like I don't know. I don't think you think they would have placed me with a DUI for even having it. They would have, because I was 16.
I don't know. But we're on camera right now. Remember?
Yeah.
There is a type of seizure that makes you freeze up like that called an absence seizure, and epileptics definitely have souls. If it has you dehumanizing other
Are they
people,
redheads?
it's probably.
You believe is that this is probably a simulation. Most likely.
Look at
Oh
this.
God, does
pompous
Owen know the
TMI
redhead
thing
has no
with
soul
it.
stone?
I don't know.
People
And we're
like
not gonna
love this
teach it
kind
to
of
him.
stuff. they can
Come on.
use to scare other people
No, don't
paying
do
them
that.
for their services.
He's young enough to not quite understand.
Okay, I'll wait till he's like 10.
Describes what? A super intelligent being.
Well, and I think he's, a bit confused because of the whole school situation.
Testing purposes or whatever.
The oldest religions we know of revolve around nature worship and worship of ancestors. Newsflash, there were religions before the Judeo-Christian paradigm.
Yeah, describes a simulation theory. Right. So by default, that was the first theory we had, and now with science, more and more people are going like, I'm giving it non-trivial.
The first theory we had, he's so sure of himself, and he's talking such bullshit.
Yeah.
It's so, it never,
I was like, who enabled this behavior?
it never ceases to
People like
amaze
that are
me.
always very certain, aren't
No,
they?
yeah, that's
It's an
somebody whose
easy
mom
group,
was
though.
doing
He
their
finds that
laundry
they're
while they were in
willing
college.
audience. What is it
Right.
about this idea?
I don't,
Whether you
Your
take
mom
it
just
literally
said,
or
yes,
metaphorically,
honey.
that
and rolled
resonates
it.
with
Like,
so
oh
many
my
people.
God.
yeah.
Like regular, John, who's just living in the
You have a
Matrix and he's
speaker in
getting
that
on with his
background?
life. Does it
That
matter
pink
that
thing?
it's
I
the
don't think
Matrix?
so. I
Does
think
this
it's a
prove the
light,
real
but
world?
I don't know.
No, I'd argue
Kinda
it totally
like an
doesn't.
eyeball.
So
Making sure
don't
I
worry
watch
about
the
it. You'll be
video.
fine.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
I love that matchup where he's like, whatever, you'll be fine.
That our world, our cosmos, was a horrifying
He has a
prison.
choice, but
Philosophically,
okay,
the
if you don't
idea
wanna,
that
I guess.
material world is a trope is an ancient one.
Somewhere, perhaps, in several places at once, actually, deep within
Why
the
do all of
crucible
them
of the
have the
molten
same hair?
philosophy and mysticism.
What do you mean? He's
that
wearing a
would become
yarmulke.
Christianity, a daring,
I'm just saying they're like
even
bald with
shocking,
beards.
positively
Like, almost
scary
Middle-aged
idea
men.
was bubbling to the surface.
That you are a slayer.
Lost in the margins of Western thought until the 20th century, when these books were rediscovered hidden in a cave, in a mountain, in the desert. The Gnostics were a competing group of early Christians that somebody obviously thought we didn't need to know about.
Diversified religious movement from the first century of Alexandria, which synthesized Greek, Hermetic, Judaic, and Christian views to express the direct experience of divine unity. And this is Gnosis.
And in this version, Jesus is the one who's come to set us free from this false world.
In the ancient Greek language, if you speak of Gnosis, this is a personal acquaintance. It's not factual understanding of something.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is.
But rather a direct experience, knowledge through direct experience.
Wait, so why can they be?
See it for yourself.
Why can't they just be
And in
told
the
what the
case of
Matrix is?
Gnosticism, the direct experience is one of the
In the case of the movie, I think it's because it's so entirely different from the perceived reality.
Oh yeah. So I guess if they got told, they would go crazy or something.
But you just don't believe it.
I thought it was like that.
It completely contradicts your perceived reality, so you just don't believe it.
Oh.
Which, if you think about it, makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
If someone
Oh
tells
my
you,
God, is that what Nick is going on about right now? Maybe. It's like, oh, they don't know because they can't see it.
Nick?
Yeah, the dude with the theory.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
He cries himself to sleep every night. With that
I don't. I think he enjoyed his 15 minutes.
yeah.
divinity.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us.
It's a direct experience of divinity through revelation.
And what was that revelation?
Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell.
Is he in the
or
Matrix
taste
right now?
The crafter, or
Both of them?
demiurge,
Okay, yeah.
So then, does the one guy go back and forth?
Mhm.
of the universe was not God. Not even.
I'll be honest, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Me too.
No, it's been longer than you've been alive since I've seen that movie. Okay, it may have been since the last century since I've seen that movie. I was underwhelmed, honestly, by it. Because, yeah. Congratulations. What?
Terrifying.
Why?
It's a big number. Like, I'm not gonna be a teenager anymore. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't worry, it has a long time to sink in.
An A god, but a nightmarish demon. A prison for your mind.
But visions are symbolic, not to be taken literally. And in a world built by and for powerful men, I think it's pretty clear what we're all talking about.
That pattern of invasion and colonization coming from Indo-Europeans, we are absolutely still living in. It's almost like this tide of like war leaders came blazing through Europe all the way west and then kept going.
This is your last chance. After this, there's no turning back.
It's not some demonic entity that's got us all hypnotized. It's not aliens that are stealing our lives for fuel.
The entire consumer economy is increasingly being propped up by a small concentrated elite.
Can a person become too rich?
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy.
Elon Musk, the richest person in the world, for example, he could fund the complete operations of the United Nations for more than 40 years.
Like, I feel like there's got to be a point where if you're making so much wealth, you have a cap. The rest you're making has to go back into the community.
If you suck all the water out of the pool, nobody else can swim. What the fuck?
We have known this in one way or another for a very long time.
Yeah.
None of this is new. The truth is that billionaires have been telling this story about themselves since the first proto-capitalist took his first quivering steps out of the money swamp.
He gets to say one sentence, and that was it. Like
humans domesticated in the service of other humans.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Intuition is telling people the same thing 2,000 years ago in the symbolism of their day. The symbols have changed, but the falseness of our reality is no longer hidden revelation, but staring us right in the face.
What do you mean?
It's not aliens
The computer?
or demons
it's
that have humanity in shackles.
Wow.
It is other humans.
literally staring you in the face.
Nature doesn't cater to us, but it's not out to get us either, which is what evil really means, right? Destructive. The world is perpetually subject to destructive and constructive forces. And we
Oh, right. I love the pattern. I don't really like the dress.
of what we see as constructive forces. We call this good and see them set in opposition to the destructive forces which we call bad or evil. And any philosophy that convinces you to reject your own life qualifies as bad or evil, because stoking self-hatred is extremely destructive. And that includes a lot, which is why I am pivoting from covering strictly politics, because I think these bigger ideas are what politics springs from. So join me in the new year for some more explorations of the deeper issues. Subscribe to make sure that you're notified, and like this if you did.
If you're doing
Thank
like
you
a
so much
goofy
for joining
video,
me.
I think one over Hook would be funny. Like the one we were watching last night.
Oh.
Or one over like an older movie.
Yeah.
I used to watch growing up. This age well? Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Those kind of videos are fun. But
It
I
was
don't
like
know.
an April Fool's one.
This one, yeah. This one was really
I really like this one.
like
Especially
cathartic to make. Thank you.
God, I really love the part where you just like really swung it in that he's a baby babbling. He's got those big old headphones that look like a kid's toy, and the music behind him.
He's bald.
He's got a baby foot.
Yeah, right.
He kind of looks like a newborn when they come out and they look like old people.
He's not that old though either.
God, I guess that's what stupidity does.
I don't know. I think that's what too much. Like I don't know. There's something
Weird.
crazy about people who like can get that far. I mean, really just up their own ass. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah,
Like
I genuinely want to know who is enabling it this much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who enabled it?
What's the system enables it? It's the same system that enables Elon Musk to have $1 trillion. That's the point.
nobody stepped in.
No, and anybody who tried to step in would have been, stopped or ignored. Yeah, because, and that's how systemic stuff works. But I also found it really fun to like have all those middle-aged guys speak for me.
Yeah.
They got to say exactly what I wanted them to say, exactly as long as I wanted them to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like that was.
I really love how Bro really he was paid to be there. He was in his kitchen on the weekend. Like, well,
dude, that's his podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
Word. He really was paid to be
there.
there.
And he was. And I don't remember the name of the third guy. There was a third guy there. Yeah. He doesn't speak much in the part of the video that I saw. I'm not sure why that he's there.
Maybe he's just what the fuck is this dude talking about? He doesn't even know what to say.
Well, he's probably, for all I know, he's also like some kind of physicist or something.
Maybe he's another guest.
Right? I don't know. It was from a while ago.
Mm.
Like I say, Nick published his paper about simulation, his simulation argument in 2003. So that podcast episode was from a while back.
Is that Nick dude still doing anything?
Like I say, I've seen a couple other talks that looks like he's given. I don't think it's his main source of income.
Oh my God, is this?
What is he doing? I put up he's listed as a futurist, which I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm guessing it's probably pretty good going lately because
modern day philosophers where they just sit around all day.
I guess. I don't know. When
that shit.
I'm not exactly 100% sure how academia works, but I know that if you publish a paper, like you have to publish papers, So we can't fault him for that. Like that's basically their job.
Yeah.
I'm not, but and it's not his fault that it got picked up. Obviously, he is not the most charismatic spokesperson.
Yeah. But
it's not because of him that this idea is popular.
I don't know. How do you have the time in your life to even do all that shit? Go on a run or something.
Touch grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
No, I envy having the time, but it's the taking it seriously, so seriously.
Yeah.
It's the I thought this, therefore it's true.
Yeah, where it's going from just a goofy theory to I think this is true.
Right. Or how can I logically demonstrate that my goofy ass idea is logically true?
Because it's like the spaghetti religion or whatever. Like it's a goofy theory because in reality, any shit could happen. Like people make stupid theories like that all the time. Simulation could have just been another one, but that's bro like fully believes it.
He seems to. I don't know. Like I say, he seems just really high on his own farts. I don't know how else to put it because I don't know whether he thinks it's true or not. I don't think he cares. I don't think that's where he's at. I think he's just, at least in the part that we saw, just caught up in the logic of it all. And then having, like just like right here. He's looking like right here and having so much fun.
Yeah. I feel bad for people who genuinely believe I'm really am worried about that nurse one. Like, that makes me think about,
Well, see, that's what I'm saying, okay? And you haven't felt this. Well, no, see, that's not what I was trying to get at from that. I feel for those people because they're ordinary people, okay? And you haven't felt this yet. But give it 10 years, okay, where you get up and do the same thing every day for no apparent reason.
It's your schedule. It's your routine. I love a routine. You do it because it keeps the flow of the day. I don't know, it keeps me in time with the day.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because there's only so much daylight.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get stuff done.
Why?
Because that's just how the world works.
Yeah, I don't want to bring out an existential crisis here. I'm not trying to do that. But no, because the whole, you gotta have the job to earn money.
Mm-hmm.
To earn your spot to live. Like, because if you don't, you'll starve to death and be homeless. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's pay to play life.
Oh, So it's just people like crashing out over capitalism.
Yeah.
But instead of going to the root of the problem, which is capitalism, they're saying we live in a matrix.
Yeah. And it's hard to tell if they're talking about it metaphorically or not sometimes.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. No, the matrix, it's capitalist patriarchy.
Yeah.
That's what the video's about. I don't think those people are necessarily delusional. I think it's easy to slide into, you know.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to be the topic of the next video, and how difficult it is to, like, you know, I think a lot of, we kind of started talking about this one earlier with Kat, where
you could do like pipelines.
But bigger than that, like an umbrella of that kind of thing, where it's all like the human mind attempting to cope with the fact that life doesn't mean anything.
Like every road leads to Rome kind of thing.
Uh-huh. Right, because it all begins with this feeling of, like, not just meaninglessness, but hopeless meaninglessness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like somebody like you who can't, the black mirror is so ubiquitous that it's become invisible.
Yeah.
I said it's staring you in the face, and you said, what do you mean? Right?
Yeah.
That's where we're headed. Because you grew up with this shit. Like, and that's how it's invisible to you.
Dude, the AI one has been getting me real bad.
AI psychosis?
Like, not even that, it's just...
Oh, right, yeah.
Like they had it in fucking reality TV show. And I didn't even notice it until, like, I had to rewatch the clip, like, 15 times and have it pointed out. So it was just the slightest bit. They're, like, AI enhancing everything and not putting disclaimers. So shit is looking kind of off for a minute.
See,
like,
that's not even what I'm worried about. Like, that's creepy and all, but,
well, yeah,
like, what about when they take...
But it gets worse. And the deep fakes?
Yeah.
And...
Right. So what about when they take the reality show and, you know, that one choice scene that they just didn't manage to film, or they're trying to set up a narrative and they just need one shot, you know what I'm saying? They'll just make it.
Exactly. Oh my god, they have AI commercials, like AI actors.
Yeah.
There's this whole AI AI actress like that I guess is supposed to be going into Hollywood or something. I don't think
It's like, what?
No one, like, I genuinely think if they start producing AI movies, like they... Have they not seen how much people hate AI?
No, I don't.
Like, okay, especially people who are into arts. If they genuinely start trying to replace real art with AI, people are not going to go to movies anymore. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not going to go to a movie.
No, we're just going to have...
Why would I pay $30
We're just going to have independent movies.
Yeah.
Made by human beings.
Exactly.
They're not going to be Hollywood blockbusters, and the special effects are going to be crap. But
that's what I want.
Yeah, because there'll be actual stories made by actual people. Because what? Are human beings all of a sudden going to lose interest in telling stories?
No. Oh my god.
One of my favorite
movies, the Evil Bong series. Those are all shitty props.
What?
The Evil Bong series, there's 8 movies.
Oh, I have no idea what that is.
So these 4 dudes in, like, they all go to college. One is a baseball player. One works at some pizza place, some like Chuck E. Cheese. One is just a weird sexual guy. I don't know. He's like the epitome of like a male stereotype. If that makes sense.
Nice.
And the 4th one is a nerd who moves in. And and all the 3 main guys, not the nerd, are all into smoking weed, but the baseball guy can't because he's like in baseball, so he eventually gets kicked off the team for it. But this is later in the movie. But point is, the two guys who can smoke, they order this bong online because it looked cool, and it was like, it kind of looked like a hookah, honestly, but it was like had little tubes, and you could smoke, multiple people could smoke at once, and it has like a face. But the more you smoke, when you smoke, it gets you so high, you, like, I guess, green out, and then she takes your soul. And the more, like, she takes everybody's soul. She takes 2 souls, and 3, because the baseball guy brought a girl over. And the more souls she takes, the more her face develops, and like she eventually starts talking. And it's the nerd guy. I think he has to like smoke and go in and kill the Queen Bong from the inside. And she obviously, and they get released, but she doesn't like die. She just goes back to being.
Oh yeah, all villains in horror movies never die.
There's a King Bong.
Oh gosh.
And he's a pimp, like a genuine pimp.
Naturally. That makes perfect sense.
Queen Bong, they used to be a thing, and you know, there's a scene where he's trying to win her back as he's actively pimping. There's like 3 women in the back of his car. He's like, "I miss you, baby," and she's like,
"Gross."
No, yeah. There's 8 movies, and I've only seen 4.
Wow.
Yeah. So
see, there's a channel series right there where you should go through them and make commentary on those. That
every
sounds amazing.
Movies, they have to change actors. I think the only consistent one has been the nerd.
Imagine being the writer-director on that series. No, my vision!
No, literally.
But I have to go to dental school. No, I promised my parents.
Yeah, because they all look about that age. Like, this is just some goofy college film shit. These people were definitely getting shipped off to college. Oh my god. It's funny to think about. You think one of them did it right before you get the basics? I can't! I'm government property now, I can't!
My vision is dead.
Oh my god.
Then they just have to keep on making them because what? Contracts? Like,
no, I don't.
Public demand?
I think it's just his vision. Fuck. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he kept changing actors.
Right, yeah. Right, yeah, there's obviously some drive behind that, right?
Yeah. I don't care what I need. I'm getting this done.
I'm getting it made. It will be out there in the world.
Hope he knows there's at least one person who absolutely loves him.
You should send him a message somewhere.
I should email that dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I should email him and ask him for like merch.
Like
an Evil Bong t-shirt.
Yeah, does such a thing exist?
Probably.
Probably. There's some seriously indie things that have merch.
Oh my god.
You know, technically I have merch.
Oh my god.
But, you know, it's never really been worth speaking of, honestly. Oh my goodness.
In this scenario, I could make my own merch of it.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Yeah. I guess you can't have anything printed on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Oh my god. Owen, me and Cole can't figure out what Union Heights shirt Owen is wearing. Because we were, like, I can't tell. And it's like...
I thought you were going to go into cybersecurity.
Guys are really gross.
No, I'm just saying, you just mentioned both of your brothers by name and the school you all went to. What's wrong with you?
Oh my god, I'm so horrible. I don't even know if people like post their children's faces on.
You know that thing is on, right?
Yeah, I keep forgetting it's there. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I just say yeah. Instead.
No, you do whatever you want. But I'm just saying. I thought you knew better than that.
I do. Oh my god.
Whatever. I can't keep that boy off camera when he's home when I'm filming. I can't. He is dancing in front of it. You know.
Maybe he should make like a private YouTube.
He and Cole are supposed to. I think I talked Cole into over the summer helping him do like a faceless thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to do something with a face, he could have a completely private account and just like you, me, and Cole.
Yeah, that's not what he wants. You know, that's not what he wants. He thinks he's gonna find fame and acclaim because he's 8.
Mm. I just hope it doesn't stay an idea forever.
Well, that's how you keep it from staying an idea forever, is you let that play out. Okay? The thing is, I don't have time to help somebody with that. Holy cow.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, you know, I saw the cutest one I saw was literally stick puppets.
No, yeah, he should do more of those, like the thing he drew me on my wall, the Ooga Booga Man.
Right, like he could literally draw his little stick man and like put him on a popsicle stick and like put it in front of the camera and move it around like that while he talks. You could literally do it that way. I've seen somebody do that.
I was thinking, oh yeah, you could do it like that, but have the dialogue from like his comics and like you can have props on other popsicle
See,
sticks.
I was telling him he should tell funny stories.
Oh my god, I was
He's
talking to him about
so
that when he gets home, 'cause
animated.
that would be so fun. We could make little sticks together, and I could hold up the props in the background, and he can.
Yeah, and if you guys wanted to help him, I think I talked Cole into
yeah.
doing it over the summer because after, you know.
Yeah, after school gets out, it'll be something to do that's not. It has a camera, but he's not watching TV.
Right. It'll be something to do together. It'll be something. Cole will have more time then.
Yeah.
You know.
And right now, Owen doesn't need to be on YouTube. He's in school right now. That's
right. Well, and like he's been upset though because Cole hasn't been paying him much attention, and I'm just like, well, he is extremely busy. This is one of the most busy times of your life.
Yeah.
Just right now, right before graduation, is one of the busiest times. Wrapping up a project that's a decade plus.
Exactly.
You know.
So excited for his graduation.
Yeah, same.
I hated school so much. I don't even hate it. I just hated that school. The year I had to go into Mr. Boland's office because he didn't give me a single English class.
Oh, yeah. I don't quite understand how you managed to slip through the cracks so bad. I'm not blaming you, obviously.
No.
To say that you managed to do it, but
it was straight greed is what it was. We have too many. That school so overpacked half the time. The teachers don't want to do any damn thing. I had great grades and was bringing in test scores that got them money, so they let shit fly. I totally took advantage of that.
Yeah, I remember.
Like we see how it went for homegirl's boyfriend. He tried to do the same shit I did, but he did not have the grades and test scores to back him up, and he failed out a semester before graduating.
Ugh. That's so horrifying.
Yeah.
Imagine tripping and falling right before the finish line.
And it was also a lot easier for me because I had empty periods.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
So sometimes I could just not sign out, and it would just be an inconclusive, and it wouldn't show up as an excuse or anything.
Yeah.
So slick inside, guys.
Well,
Getting my medicine, life is better.
That's good. That's good. See, that's my problem with it. It's not the sneaking and being slick. It's the feeling like that's what you need to do, or like that's what you ought to do.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
I totally just needed my
Yeah.
medicine. I think like my main issue through high school is no one was willing to diagnose me early enough because it's uncommon to have, for it to be on set before the age of 16 or 17.
Well, I hate to air dirty laundry on the internet, but I tried to get people to see,
Yeah, I'm saying
have that scene to it.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying like the doctors.
No, I know, but
I
I can't believe that nobody was. Yeah, nobody wanted to take it seriously about the outbursts.
Yeah.
Because I tried to tell people about that, and I tried to draw people's attention to that, and nobody wanted to look at that.
I just got a lot of you being a brat. Like I talk about it in there. Oh my god, that one. God, the one girl I hated. I brought it up to her in therapy, and she was like, "Oh, you're just being a brat. You need to like calm down." I'm like, "That's what I'm trying to tell you." Is I can't.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, the one who tried to convert me to Christianity.
That was horrible.
She doesn't have the office here anymore.
Shocking.
Like,
can imagine.
Illegal?
It's unethical. Yeah, it's against you're not supposed to. Yeah. You're not supposed to push your religious beliefs on your therapeutic patients. On the other hand, apparently it's terrifying out there. Anybody can call themselves a therapist.
Maybe we didn't do enough research on it.
Well, but okay. We also took you to like the state-sponsored mainline.
Yeah, like
we did that first. Right.
Like it's not saying we didn't try.
It's not because you're saying you had 8 makes you sound like the worst patient ever. Like you're so chaotic. They just can't handle you. Well, they kept on leaving, is what it was.
Some of them totally weren't leaving because I remember seeing some of these they just weren't equipped.
Oh my gosh, the one who was really working with me and really seemed like she had a head on her shoulders. She did. Sharon, I think her name was. She did. She straight up just left, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
There were a couple. I remember
Have a
seeing.
nice life, I guess.
It was the girl who had the same name as me back at the first one. She had
Yeah.
left, and then I saw her walking around the office whenever we were leaving one time. I remember the horrid look on her face. I'm like, even at like 10,
Right.
I would have rather just been told, hey, I think you'd be better with this girl. I want to make sure you get the best.
Right. I have no idea if that's what really went on there, but like you shouldn't have to like try and compute that.
No, that was crazy.
Yeah. For all we know, she was leaving that position and went up to be clerical because she got a better like a pay bump or something, and had nothing to do with patients at all. But you shouldn't have had to deal with that to like try and compute that.
No, yeah.
Like what the fuck?
I wish, I don't know. Do they not put in their resignation? Why would you accept new clients right before resignation? I feel like
that place has been historically. I feel like it's been better lately, but they've been kind of chaotic over there for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
Switching over to the green one. Great now though. No complaints.
And now you don't even see anybody. Right?
Well,
It's all
no.
over the phone.
I see my therapist.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
In person?
In person.
Okay.
That's one. I had a phone one with her last time because something happened. But she's one who like I want to see in person.
Right, yeah. I was gonna say the tele thing seems strange.
Like I'm okay with my psychiatrist being on the phone ish. Maybe it was just that specific one because I got a new one because lo and behold she left.
Right.
But she was.
That's my one real problem with living around here is people just up and leave.
Yeah. Like, but I guess that's just what what my office does is the psychiatrists are phone only because which is fine because there's no need for you to come into office if you can just take 30 phone calls because the phone calls are only like 5-ish minutes long because it's like, hey, is your medicine good? Are you feeling good?
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts or concerns? They do not want to be a therapist. They don't care what happened in your day.
Yeah.
It's thoughts, concerns, prayers, cool. Send in your prescription.
Which that confused me about, not to bring up more internet gossip, but that woman who thought her psychiatrist was in love with her or whatever, like, why are you having so much conversation with this person?
Yeah.
You're talking with this person way too much.
Yeah, that makes me wonder, like, did he not shut it down or was he just letting her talk, I guess? Was he just trying to be polite?
I think she just made a bunch of that shit up.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think
She
she's blown it up over time.
She totally interpreted shit way too wrong.
Right, and then added shit later on in her recollections. Like, I think some of those conversations are inflated from what they actually were, like lengthwise and content-wise, because
I was thinking,
why is he still, like, I kept thinking that.
Was he holding him hostage a little? Maybe she was
right. I kept thinking that.
So
like,
much.
why are this conversation still going on? She's recounting it beat for beat. And it's like, okay, but why did this conversation not end several minutes ago when you actually finished what you were supposed to be talking with your psychiatrist about?
No, yeah. Like, why? I don't know why you want to be there that long anyway. I love it. Like, I like the psychiatrist visit. I could still get a school note for it. Phone call and I'm done for the day. Are you kidding me? Like, go get a work note.
Oh my god.
Like, they're chill with it too. Like, yeah, here's a work note. Whatever. Do what you want. Go get your nails done or something. Why are you spending time stalking your psychiatrist instead?
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's better things to do with your time and money. How much gas did she waste on that? Like,
well, apparently she managed to find an AI to tell her she's God or something.
Oh my god, I hate when people are like, "Oh, I use AI for therapy." You're not. That's not even therapy. That's just enabling.
Right. Yeah.
Because it can't.
It can't actually give you pushback. It never will actually give you pushback because it's designed to keep you there.
Exactly. I've totally seen people like design it, but you have to be real into that shit. If you're gonna design an AI with a personality to be a good therapist, just go to a fucking therapist at that point. I think that's a lot of what it is.
Like, you mean like train it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like, there's like, can you not write code into AI personalities?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure you know.
I have genuinely no idea how personalizable it is.
I don't know. I did not get into AI stuff for IT and cybersecurity. I hate it. I hate it all. And that's what? That's a big reason I started getting really boring writing code.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of splicing. And, oh, well, you can ask AI for this basic command if you, or, like,
Yeah.
why? I don't want to ask AI to write my code. Why can't
Right.
we just have a study sheet and you give me a quiz
Oh
on
my
it?
gosh. Your poor brother was sitting there this morning. We were sitting at the clinic because he had his psychiatrist appointment this morning.
Mm.
And we still have to go in there. And he's sitting there trying to apply for jobs. And he's like, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm like, what? It asked me to put in my hidden work history twice. Mind you, I love you, honey, but he has none.
Well, yeah, that's why you say
Okay.
not available.
No, but so it flashed him up the same thing twice. It legit did. I'm like, well, that's a software glitch. The people who made that probably don't realize that that's like that.
Mm. You could report it or send an email.
Right, but so
Usually it's fixed if you just close the app and reopen.
it might actually be that they added a duplicate page.
Mm.
That happens.
Yeah.
That's a simple mistake to make, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I've known too many coders, But he doesn't understand that.
Oh.
So he didn't see a software glitch. He saw a company trying to force him to give a duplicate information for no reason.
No.
Right. And I'm like, on the other hand, do you want to work for a company who can't write a software application?
Exactly.
But
That's what he should have taken away from it.
Right, but so I had to explain to him.
Oh.
People don't necessarily understand this.
Oh.
But again, poor, sweet spring child. He's like trying to fight through these online applications, and he's finding out what a pain in the ass they are. And I'm just sitting there going,
Dude,
yep.
I've been helping him write great emails.
That's good. Thank you.
My main thing is if it sounds professional from Dad's voice, like in my head, I think I'm good.
That's awesome.
Like I have to go based off of like, would Dad say this in his email? Like, would Dad pick up the phone and say this? Good afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how I write my essays is with the something at the
Carry yourself.
No. It's on the show. Mysteries of the Museum or something on History Network.
Yeah, I guess. Was your grandma watching it the other day?
That was Mara. Like she used to. This was one that we would watch all the time. That and the ancient UFO one.
Oh.
But if the essay sounded right in the Mysteries of the Museum narrator's voice, then I knew I was good. And it has genuinely never failed me.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Well, I don't want to use just your dad to say that he's mediocre, but it's that saying, carry yourself with the confidence of a mediocre white man.
Oh my God, one of my favorite quotes is, the greatest man is the most average woman you know.
Ah.
Because it's like, yeah. Oh, like come on.
Yeah.
It is. Like,
yeah.
I was thinking, there's a whole religion based off a man, right, who was super, he did all, could you imagine if a woman did that? Well, she's supposed to feed us. Like the could you imagine if she cured some man's blindness? She's a witch. They would have stoned her.
Yeah.
If she could cure illnesses, they would make her cure as many. She would be she'd just be a servant in the king's palace, making sure he doesn't get sick ever again and lives forever.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
There would not be a religion based off of her. And it just made me damn.
Right, yeah. When a woman does it, it's bad.
When a woman does it, she's supposed to.
Or it's bad.
Oh yeah. When a man does it. Wow.
Right, yeah. He gets, accolades and oh my goodness. And your poor brother going to that Christian school, he is so confused because he was saying something about he didn't know whether or not he should believe in it or not. And I'm like, honey, you can believe that story if you want to, but let me tell you that it's not the oldest version.
No, yeah. If anything, I don't know. If anything, we could just reiterate to him, wait till you're older before you decide to start being anything.
Well, and I told him about, Krishna and Osiris or Horus.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Horus. I said it wrong to him. Anyway, Jesus is not the first man born of a virgin who was destined to save the world. Okay, this is a very old story.
Because it's teenager got pregnant by an older man or something, or
Well, and I feel like it's just symbolic patriarchal
yeah.
propaganda, like it's the hero's journey. It
Yeah.
is, and everybody is expected to be the hero of their own story. And if you're not, then you're an NPC. You're a background character.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody is being driven to be the protagonist, the hero, come on, help me out here. It's a syndrome. Main character syndrome.
Oh. White Knight.
Well, no, everybody is supposed to be, pushing to be the main character,
Mm-hmm.
which puts us all in competition with one another. And it's just so interesting.
That's why my favorite saying is be the salt in the soup.
That's nice. Yeah.
I really like using that in job interviews because they seem to like that.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to be the next CEO. I am looking to do some taxes. Come on. You okay if I go shower?
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna close this up and be off here by 2:00 because I think all my chatters have left anyway. And that gives me time to have lunch. Yay!
Yeah, it's because it's 1:50 anyway, and I need to eventually shower to pick them up.
Wait, pick who up?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Just getting back from the airport.
Right.
10 hours.
Right. Are you gonna be home tonight?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll be home, but then I'm leaving at 11. I'm leaving at like 11 p.m.
So you'll be here for supper.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be here for supper.
Okay. Cool.
I love you.
I love you, honey. Thanks for sitting with me and chatting. Yeah, we'll do it again sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I really love this little chair pod cold baby.
Yeah, it's super cute. Yeah, please. Love you. Also, my throat is getting really dry, so I'm gonna need to get off here in a minute anyways. But so there's one person left hanging out with me. Is that you, my husband? Red, is that you? It's funny. I love being able to say, hi, Red, and I'm talking to someone who is not me. So, yeah, this has been a really fun live stream. And I guess everybody's kind of wandered off on me, but that's okay. I don't blame you. We were just kind of chit-chatting about stuff there for a minute. But that was my daughter. So we have some good kids, I think. I mean, everybody thinks that, but I was just telling her younger brother, who is almost 18, how, I shudder to think who I would be if I hadn't had kids, because I would be just sort of like expanded and stretched out version of who I was at like 20, which is sort of terrifying to me. I guess maybe it's just that I'm really happy with who I am now. So I would, not want to risk that. Would not change anything. Thank you to everybody who joined me and everybody who is watching this later on in the recorded. I do think I'm going to cut it here though, because like you can probably hear my throat sore. I think I'm coming down with something else. Next month's video is, well, at the moment I'm calling it Strict Materialism. I don't think that's a working title, obviously. It's super catchy, right? What am I doing? I was just looking at that. Here, this is my videos notebook. See, I have a notebook for everything because I'm not even trying to be a Luddite or be like rebellious. I just never graduated to doing all of my notes digitally and my journals and everything. I never got on LiveJournal, and I just never caught up. I missed that turn off in life years ago, and it's hilarious to me actually how I hear now we're all worried about privacy, and these are the one thing that they're unhackable. I've said that for years. Anyways, and it's gonna be basically the way the human mind revolts at essentially being told that it's not real. Okay, because that's what strict materialism at the end of the day, at the bottom, says to the individual is that your experience is just an illusion. So it's related, obviously, to the simulation theory idea. It is one of the many branches that, like I say, I think could come off from that discussion. So we're gonna spend the next probably few months kind of circling around that end of the pool and really digging into some of those ideas. And I hope everybody is excited for that. As I'm really excited for the videos, and I need to get off here and call my web manager actually. So thanks again so much for joining me. And oh, Kat's gonna be after the new year doing some more readings. But Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And I guess I will see you guys in 2026. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later. Bye.